Welcome to the Southern New Hampshire University Week in Review, where we recap the past week's events in Penmen athletics. Women's golf opened the week at the Battle of Hilton Head at the Palmetto Dunes Resort in South Carolina. Southern New Hampshire carded a two-round team total of .695 to finish 20th overall. Hannah May led the Penmen with a two-day score of 151, which was good enough to finish tied for 9th overall in a field that featured 108 student athletes. Morgan Mitchell was second for Southern New Hampshire with a combined score of 169, while Brooke Barrett checked in with a 183. Women's golf continues its spring schedule on March 13th when it heads to Pinehurst, North Carolina for the Pinehurst Intercollegiate. To the hardwood we go, where women's basketball was in action twice last week. Southern New Hampshire dropped its regular season finale to Assumption College on Tuesday 69-60 before it saw its season come to a close Friday in a 79-55 setback against American International College in the Northeast 10 Conference Championship first round. Kylie Lorenzen turned in a double-double of 17 points and 11 rebounds Tuesday, but the Greyhounds used a 23-point fourth quarter to pull away late. Lorenzen knocked down 8 of her 16 shots and became the program's all-time leading rebounder against Assumption, while Gianna Russell joined her in double figures with 12 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Russell and Lorenzen combined for nearly half the Penmen points Friday, but the Yellow Jackets shot over 50% from the floor and over 45% from three to eliminate women's basketball. Russell registered a team-high 13 points on 5 of 8 shooting, and Lorenzen capped her stellar career with 12 points and 4 boards. She finishes first all-time in program history in scoring with 1,798 points and rebounding with 932 boards. Lorenzen also owns the school record in both field goals made and free throws made. Shifting over to the men's side now, where the Penmen stumbled in their regular season finale against Assumption to fall just shy of the postseason. Southern New Hampshire carried a 5-point lead into the half, but the Greyhounds pulled away late for a 66-60 victory. Day Andrews and Eamon Joyce each had 14 for the Penmen, and Sean Montague nearly had a double-double on 9 points and 10 rebounds. Men's basketball finishes its first season under head coach Jack Perry at 12-14. Women's lacrosse kicked off its 2019 campaign last week, and the Penmen fell in each of their first 2 outings. Southern New Hampshire opened the season with an 18-12 setback at Franklin Pierce University on Wednesday, before dropping a road contest to 10th-ranked Mercy College by the same score. Kristen Wilder pumped in 5 goals against the Ravens, while Kelsey Long registered a hat trick in her first career game. Leo Lansky stopped 7 shots, but a 12-goal second half sent Pierce past the Penmen. Saturday saw Wilder set the all-time career goals record for Southern New Hampshire University women's lacrosse as she recorded her second hat trick of the season in the 18-12 setback. Alexis Felt and Mary Harrington also added 3 goals for the Penmen, who trailed 10-6 at the half and were never able to recover. Women's lacrosse looks for its first win of the young season Saturday when it hosts Dominican College at 1 p.m. Fresh off its sweep of Myrtle Beach, baseball took 2 of 3 from Merrimack College at the New England Baseball Complex this past weekend. Southern New Hampshire outlasted the Warriors in 11 innings Friday 6-5 before splitting a Sunday set. Jake Coral finished Friday's marathon 2 for 5 with a pair of RBI and delivered a walk-off bunt in the 11th. After Idelson Tavares and Josh Goldstein each reached, Coral's bunt was thrown away and allowed the winning run to score. Sunday saw the Warriors walk off with a 5-4 win in 13 innings to take Game 1 before the Penmen stormed back for an 8-4 victory in the nightcap. Sam Henry finished the day 3 for 10 in the Twin Bill with 4 RBI and a run scored. Goldstein was 3 for 7 and reached base 5 times, while Coral picked up 3 more hits and 2 RBI. Baseball is back in action Sunday when it heads to Lantana, Florida for an 11 a.m. first pitch against Caldwell University. Ice hockey put the finishing touches on a banner year with a 4-3 victory over St. Anselm College to capture the 2019 Northeast 10 Conference Championship. The Penmen raced out to a 3-0 lead in the first on goals by Artem Efimov-Barakov, Joe Fiorino, and Chris Moquin, before withstanding a second period surge by the Hawks. Fiorino tallied his second of the day midway through the second to extend a 3-2 lead to a pair, and St. Anselm cut it back to a single goal before time expired in the stanza. Southern New Hampshire clamped down defensively in the third and earned its second conference title in program history. Ice hockey concludes the season at 13-9-4. Shifting gears back to lacrosse, where the Southern New Hampshire men fell to 5th-ranked Mercy on Saturday. The Penmen trailed 5-1 early, and after pulling to within a goal in the second quarter, dropped an 18-8 decision to the Mavericks. Landon Gogwin led the offense with a pair of goals and an assist, while Tristan Peets notched a trio of helpers. Cole Jacobson added a goal and 2 assists, and Chris Valentine joined Stephen Dubois with 2 goals each. Men's lacrosse looks to get back in the win column Saturday when it travels to the College of St. Rose to open Northeast 10 play at 5 p.m. Rounding out the week is men's golf, who opened its spring season on Sunday at the Las Vegas Desert Classic. The Penmen fired an opening round .322 and currently sit 15th. Matt Paradise shot a 2-over 74 to lead Southern New Hampshire, while Ryan Anderson turned in a 79. Etienne Bourgogne and Garrett Olivar registered an 84 and an 85 respectively to conclude the team scoring. The Penmen are back at it today in Vegas for the second round of the Desert Classic. That's it for this week's Southern New Hampshire University Week in Review. Check back next week for a full recap of this week's events in Penmen athletics.
you.